لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن All right, my dear brothers and sisters, this is your brother Wajih from ArRahman Guests and Travels, and it is a pleasure having you on our first intro Hajj 2026 season session. This session is to help you and understand what to expect in the beginning of the registration for the Hajj 2026. And this is now open to 126 countries on Nusuk Hajj platform from North America, South America, Europe, and some countries in Asia and Australia. We, Alhamdulillah, will be supporting the packages from all these countries, inshallah. We will have many other sessions to follow through this one, and we recommend that you also subscribe on our YouTube channel and also join our WhatsApp channel that will give you real-time information and updates, inshallah. We will, inshallah, begin now with a quick presentation and expectation. Just wanted to remind you of some housekeeping notes. If you have any questions, please do hold on to those. Inshallah, we will try to get to those in the end of the session. And inshallah, we'll also, give you an opportunity to ask those questions at the end of the session. If you are having any experience listening or seeing any of the screen, put it in the chat. I have my colleague and friend Farhan in here who will be looking for that information and will be helping us if there is any technical issues. With that, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Once again, Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam alayka ya Rasulullah. Dear brothers and sisters, we begin with praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we also ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send his peace and blessings upon our Prophet Noble Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Today we are on one of the journeys that we call it as a journey of a lifetime. Hajj, as you all know, is the fifth pillar of Islam and is sacred and obligatory for every adult Muslim to undertake at least once in their lifetime if they are physically and financially able to do it. It is an extraordinary opportunity for you to embark on this profound spiritual expedition, a journey to the holiest city in Islam, which is nothing but Mecca. Just like any other important practices in Islam, Hajj comes with its own set of steps to be followed diligently during this sacred journey. And as you know, like Ramadan, Hajj also takes place during the Islamic month. Like Ramadan, which takes place in the month of Ramadan, the Hajj takes place in the Dur Hajj, specifically from the 8th to the 12th of Zil Hajj. Inshallah, in 2026, the Hajj is expected to begin on the evening of Tuesday, May 19th, and conclude on the Sunday of 2024, depending on the moon sighting, which determines our Islamic calendar. To begin with, I expect, and we ask that we all make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us the honor of visiting His sacred house, make us among those who answer His call, walk in the footsteps of our Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and return purified of all sins. Accept our intentions, ease our path, and bless us all with a Hajj that is mabrur, which is accepted. Ameen. That dua, I ask that you keep doing this until you come to the point where you are going to complete the Hajj. So keep this dua in your mind and keep asking this from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as you get through the process of Hajj as well as doing the Hajj itself. Today, I want to talk to you about what ArRahman Guest and its role is about. I have set up this ArRahman Guest Travels a couple of years ago with a intention of helping and guiding pilgrims to Umrah and Hajj for all the 126 countries which are serviced by the Hajj Nusuk platform for both Umrah and Hajj. We offer free, no obligation guidance on planning, registration, and package selections. Our team also includes experienced Hajj and Umrah guides, including our respected teacher and scholar like Ustad Abu Muhammad al-Maghribi. And where permitted, we will also provide on-ground support at arrivals and departure points in Mecca and Medina. Alhamdulillah, we are partnering this time with Dur Hospitality Services, which is an authorized Saudi Hajj provider to serve pilgrims from USA, Canada, Mexico, Australia, Netherlands, Finland, France, and Germany, and many other countries. Together with the Dur Hospitality, we are developing packages tailored to the needs of the Hujjaj. Please note, me or my any of my team do not ask for any money for the services, and we also do not guarantee for securing a spot in Hajj 2026. However, we are here to assist you, guide you through the process, to help you through the securing of the Hajj packages, which comes through only official platform, which is Nusuk, and we will talk about the Nusuk platform in a while. We look forward to facilitating an extraordinary Hajj experience with you all, and we will talk about what we can do in the coming days and months. If you are planning to go on Hajj 2026, which I believe so, because of which you are hearing today, let ArRahman guests help you, walk you through with every step of the way. We are specialized in helping pilgrims navigate this official Hajj Nusuk platform with ease and confidence. Awareness and education. With us, we will be able to learn the full Hajj process, learn about the key dates and what to expect. We will also help set up the Nusuk account, with assisting you in registration, ID, upload, and application submission. We are there to help you step by step, understand each stage of the Nusuk journey from start to the visa, and we will also guide you in choosing the right package and exploring the different payment options. Finally, we are there to help with the final purchase confirmation and travel preparations. With our care and clarity and cultural understanding, we hope to make your sacred journey much more smoother. For registration assistant, please, if you have not joined yet, join this WhatsApp channel, which is having this barcode on your screen. Go ahead and scan this. I will let this remain there for a few seconds so that you can take note of the channel that you need to be joining in. All right, so we talk about our service provider. Dur Hospitality Company is one of the approved service provider from Nusuk. There are only a few dozen, service provider that the Ministry of Hajj has approved to provide services to the Hajj of 2026. Like in past years, Dur Hospitality Company is going to be providing the Hajj services this year as well, Bismillah. And for the pilgrimage services, it is a distinguished division of Dur Hospitality Company, which stands as a beacon of excellence in the hospitality realm. It is specializes in facilitating the sacred journeys of Hajj and Umrah. It is one of the cornerstones of their service, with a legacy extending over 4 decades in the hospitality industry. They are a testament to an unwavering commitment to providing unparalleled services. They offer comprehensive Hajj and Umrah packages designed to meet the diverse needs of the pilgrims. That includes visa processing, flight arrangements, accommodation options, quality catering, efficient transportations, knowledgeable Mutawif guides, and 24/7 assistance. Dur Hospitality is also one of the brands under the umbrella of the Taiba Investments. Dur Hospitality is known for its high standards, vendor vetting, and on-ground support in the holy cities of Mecca and Medina, ensuring a smooth and spiritually enriching pilgrimage experience for you all. Alhamdulillah, we had the privilege of being associated with them in the previous years, and would like to also be going in this year as well, supporting their packages that are going to be published, inshallah, in the coming months. I want to talk to you a little bit about how the Hajj booking process has transformed. As you all know, historically, pilgrims have been planning to perform Hajj, and they used to heavily rely on travel agents to manage their bookings, logistics, and visa arrangements. This often, involved complex coordination, limited transparency, and varying service standards across different countries. Alhamdulillah, in the recent years, the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah in Saudi Arabia has revolutionized this process through the launch of the Hajj Nusuk platform. Now, that is the only platform through which you will be able to make your Hajj journey, reserve your Hajj packages, and all that is only going to happen through the Hajj Nusuk platform. Anybody who promises that they will make you the Hajj package or buy you the Hajj package outside of this platform, I doubt as to what the process is, because that is not one of the approved platforms or ways of going to Hajj. So what is the Nusuk Hajj? This is, as I said, is the one-stop shop platform overseen by the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah, offering pilgrims from service countries of a variety of Hajj packages. These are only catered by the authorized service providers. That ensures a seamless Hajj experience for all the pilgrims. It is a website browser based application that is an international marketplace. If I have to compare this, it is like booking.com, Expedia, or any of the traveling platforms that you are aware of in North America as well as in Europe. It is serving about 126 countries listed on the Nusuk Hajj to purchase the Hajj packages from service providers, as I said, that are authorized by Ministry of Hajj, like Dur Hospitality Company, and there are many like Rawaf Mina, like Sira. There is also companies like Al Burj, Itar, then Al Bayt. These are all different service providers, and we will help you understand as to what those service providers are in later sessions. It is where we begin our registration, uploading our documents, filling our applications, get verified, and select the categories. You make the payments through, and you purchase the Hajj package and visa tickets and itinerary is where finally is going to get you issued from. Remember, the website address is https hajj.nusuk.sa. There is also an app, by the way, the Nusuk app. It is different than the hajj.nusuk.sa. Many people confuse the Nusuk app to be the place from where they will be making the Hajj reservation. That is not the case. The website is what you will use to make the Hajj reservation, and the Nusuk app is different. It is only used for Umrah, permits to the Rauda, and other information. We will talk to you about this about in the coming sessions about what the Nusuk app is going to be used for. However, for now, please make note of the web service address, the web address that you will be using to upload your application and use that for your Hajj application. As I mentioned, there are about 126 countries, and these 126 countries are what are displayed on my screen, including United States of America, United Kingdom, Canada, Netherlands, Norway, France, as far as Asia, Japan, and in Europe, Finland, France, Netherlands, Norway, United Kingdom. As for in North America, you have Canada, United States, Mexico, Honduras, and you see all the other list of countries that are listed in here. Also from the Australasia, you have Australia, New Zealand, and these countries is where the Nusuk platform is going to be used and should be used for going on the Hajj journey. I want to take you through these 10 steps that is required to register for Hajj in 2026 as well. These 10 steps is what you will follow through in the rest of the presentation as well. But just a quick overview, you will start by creating an account, you will upload your documents, you will fill the applications, you will do your verification of the application, which is going to be done by the Nusuk team, and then you will be able to select the preferred category. After that, you will be able to top up your e-wallet. That's where you will fund your account. You will be able to see the different service providers, and then you will be selecting a preferred package that you want to purchase or buy. And then finally, you will be able to book the package, and you will be issued with the itinerary for that particular package that you selected. So we begin with the registration. I believe by this time you all should have done this. If you have not, then this is an opportunity to learn about the registration process. When you go into the hajj.nusuk.sa, first thing that you want to do is start the registration. Here you will click on the button to create the Nusuk account. This will lead you to create account page, and you will see this in the next slides. If there is any assistance that is needed, there are these other channels that you can go into and then seek help and support from the Nusuk platform team. You will definitely be responded back very quickly. However, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to us, as we have specialized people who will help you in ensuring that your registration is done according to what is expected from the Nusuk team. So once again, the website address is the one that I mentioned, h.nusuk.sa. And here you begin by creating an account. When you click on the start registration, this takes you to this page where you will be selecting the country of residence. Remember, this is the country that you are going to be residing in. So you need to select the country of residence, not the country of nationality. So there's the difference. So select the country of residence because that's what derives the packages that you are going to be seeing and be able to select from. So the country of residence, for example, if you are in US, that means you are going to be United States of America. If you are in UK, you will be selecting the United Kingdom. You will confirm your residence by selecting in the two boxes below there, and you will also add in your email address. You must read the terms and conditions and mark the checkbox indicated there so that you have agreed to move forward with the account creation. And after you click on the create account, you will be notified with an OTP that comes to your email. That OTP is what you're going to fetch from your email that you had keyed in at the time of creating the account. Here you will enter in the OTP information, and that is going to lead you to the next step of creating a password. So create a password which is easy to remember. Please make a note of that one so you don't want to forget this password. Have it written down or store it in your web browser history so it becomes easy for you to quickly log in and be able to access that Nusuk account. One tip that I always ask is always have this browser that you are going to be using all the time, the same browser. Bookmark that, store the username and password there, and every time you go in to log in, it is always going to start with the OTP being sent to your email. So that's what we are talking about here is when you come in for the first time to log into your account, you will be entering in your password that you had created. And when you go into login, it is going to send you one more OTP to your email, and you are going to use that OTP to log into your account. When you come in for the first time, you will be guided through the second step of the 10 step that we talked about. In this step, you are going to upload your documents. And if you have not done so far, please go ahead and use the steps that I am describing on my screen right now. It's going to show you an uploading guide, and in that you are going to have to upload a digital copy of your passport, and then also your personal photo. The specification for this is displayed on the screen. It has to be within that specification of the accepted format, the accepted size of the documents, as well as the size of the document itself. If you have trouble doing this, please do not hesitate once again to reach out to me or my team. Inshallah, we will be able to help you and guide you through the process of uploading these documents. This is an important step without which you cannot move forward. If you have already done it, Alhamdulillah, congratulations that you have gone past this step. And then the next step is going to be fill in the application. Here you will see that you will be directed to the next screen where it is going to show you the personal information. It is going to come sometimes pre-populated. If your passport that you uploaded had was very clear and legible, and then it shows you the first name populated, your last name populated, the place of birth populated, date of birth, passport number, nationality, all this will be auto-filled based on the passport document that you had uploaded. Now you want to make sure that you verify all the information to be accurate. Very important. You do not want to make sure that there are any mistakes in the first name, last name, date of birth, and all of that information, because that is what is going to be crucial for you to obtain the visa. So please make sure that you look through these details carefully. And once you have verified this, go ahead and check the two boxes down there that below the uploaded document section, and you will be submitting this to move forward your application, and then you get a confirmation which is going to come up with a pop-up to confirm you are ready to submit the application. The second step, as I said, the for this is for the people who are only resident, however, are not national of that particular country of residence. For example, you may be a resident of United States, however, you may be not holding a US passport. In that case, it is going to ask you for an additional document to be uploaded. That could be the document to establish the proof of your residence. That document can be your driver's license. It can be your green card if you already have a residence card, or any other residence card that will establish the country of residence to which you had actually started your application registration. Without this, they would also not be approving your application. So this is only needed when you are not the national of the country of your residence. If you are, let's say, a US national and also residing in United States, then you will not be needing this additional proof of residence, because the passport itself is establishing your country of residence. All right, so we'll go forward with the application process. And in here, you want to once again fill in all the contact details, occupational details, and then the section on arrival details. Now, in here, just add in the expected date of arrival to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This could be around 18th or 20th May of 2026. That's what you're going to put. As for the total expected days in the kingdom, you would put like 21 or 14 days, and that's okay to put there. And the travel method, you can use the flight, and the flight number you can put NA, because you are not knowing the flight number at this point of time. However, they do want you to fill up that information, without which you cannot move forward to the next section, which is going to be the background details. This is the part 2, where you have to fill in the background details. You will also have to answer all the questions provided in this section, and after which you are going to press next, which is going to take you to the next session of the application, which is the accessibility requirements. If you have wheelchair accessible issues or language or any other thing, and then it's also going to take you through some of the health conditions that you need to enter in, some allergy related information that if it is applicable to you, to add in. All that application is needed for you to fill in. As you go in, you will be presented with the summary of all the details that you had filled in the application, after which, confirming all of this, you will check the last 3 or 4 boxes that you are seeing, and you consent to everything that you have entered in before you click on the submit button. Now, see that there is also a section which says add family members. You don't have to do it here at this point of time. I would advise that you go ahead and submit this application, and we will walk you through how to do this in the next session, or in the upcoming session as well. So that completes the submission of the applications. When you are done, you will be seeing this application submitted successfully. At this point, your application is submitted successfully to the Nusuk platform, and it is pending verification. Now, I want to go back and remind people who have done this in the past year. If you have already done this in last couple of years, if you have already done Hajj, or if you are planning on doing Hajj this year because you were unable to go in last year, your Nusuk account that you had previously created is still available. You can use that same account, and that details that you had keyed in is kind of right now wiped out, or at least removed from the system. So you will have to once again go through the process of filling in the application, uploading the document and all that. It's only that you have the account there. All the details you still have to go through and complete that one more time. So once again, that detail that you had previously from the last year was scrubbed. If you have done this new application, great. If you have not done it and you had a previous account, you may want to go back and start the process one more time. Once your application is submitted successfully, you can see that your application is under verification. This verification is going to take time. Currently, the Nusuk has not started verification of the applications. It may be about beginning of November. We expect the Nusuk Hajj applications to start getting verified. For now, you can go and check under the top right corner. You will see your name, and there you will see my profile. If you click on that one, it is going to show you the application status, waiting for verification, awaiting verification, and it is okay for time being. When the verification starts, we will notify all our group members. You can go back and check your status, and that should show you as verified. And again, it may take time as the Nusuk team starts to start the verification process. It may take a while for them to go through all the applications and change the verification from under verification to verified status. For any reason, if it gets rejected, that also will be shown on the profile. You may want to check as to what the reason is. It is going to send you an email as to why it was got rejected. Most of the time it is rejected because your information does not match with what the passport was submitted, or the passport the copy of the passport that you submitted is not clear. And these are the things you want to seek help and assistance from me or my team, so that it is quick in the way of establishing your status inside of the Nusuk platform. Without the verification of your application, you cannot proceed forward. And so that's why it's important that you fill in the application clearly and be aware of all the information that you have keyed in, and you want to make sure that the information is accurate and matching with the documents. And once again, if you need assistance, please do not hesitate to reach out to me or my team, so we can help you and guide you through this process. Now, I talked to you about the family members. This is where once you are, your application is verified, or even during the process where it is under verification, you may want to complete adding the family members. If there is any brother, sister, wife, children going with you, you want to add them in one application. Do not create separate application for each of the people who are going to be going to Hajj with you. Add them into the same family account. So it is multiple ways it is easy for you, because once the process of getting it to purchase the packages comes in, it is easy for you to do it all together for everybody in the same package at the same time, so that you don't have to have five different members going into five different accounts and trying to make the purchase, which is, I tell you, is sometimes nearly impossible to get through. So this is why important that you stay and add in all the family members right now. And each of the family members will have to have his unique email address. You will use that email address to add the family member. Once again, they will also have to go through the country of residence, the relationship to you as a family member, brother, sister, wife, daughter, son, or sister. Anything that is going to be available in the list is what you are going to select. As you add the family members, they will once again be going through the same application process. You will see that the new family members that were added in will appear under your profile. When you finish adding all the family members, they will be under the family members tab, and you can add other members as you go through it. Of course, you can transfer authority and also edit and delete those and delete the current family members. If you have some you had from the past, you don't want them to be in this year because they are not going to be with you, you can go ahead and remove those as well. So that's the way to get your family members. As I said, you can of course de-link them if they are decided to go on their own. I'm not going to go into these details for the interest of the time. And of course, you can delete the family members if they have decided to not to be part of the group. And you can also transfer authority from one member being the primary account holder to the other being the primary account holder. Remember, one person is going to be the primary person who is going to be responsible for funding as well as for eventually buying the package. So that concludes the step of completing your application process. Once again, I have gone through this quickly. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me or my team. The next step, once you have your application verified and it's now under the stage of verified, you will then have the option of selecting a preferred category. Now, this is only customary to select preferred package. At this point, it is not a guarantee to say that's the package that you are eventually going to buy, or it is not that you have to buy that package. It is only means of having that as a preferred category. but it is just for the sake of a namesake that you have to do this step. So after your application is verified, you can view the different package categories. Those categories are luxury, premium, and standard, and we'll talk about more about this. But as a step of step 5, you will complete this step before moving on to the next step. And if you are learning about this, what these different categories like luxury, premium, standard are, it is going to give you some details in here, and we will also talk about this in our coming slides. After you have selected a preferred category, you will go into select what is called as funding the e-wallet. Once your application is verified, you have selected the preferred category, there is going to be a time when Nusuk is going to allow your e-wallets to be funded. Consider e-wallet to be a centralized electronic bank which is holding your funds. This is where you put in your money from your bank accounts, from your credit card, debit card, or whatever cards you are going to use to fund the e-wallet. There is going to be a step where you need to activate the e-wallet, and that is the step that is going to happen once Nusuk starts the process of verification completion. And once the e-wallet is activated, it's going to prompt you with the options of selecting either a credit card or a bank transfer. My advice has been that use either your debit card as a means of payment, or use a credit card as a means of payment if you have to use one of those two. Bank transfers often use some service charges. I would advise to not use bank transfers, as they charge you a lot of money for the transfer of the funds. And we will have more sessions on this e-wallet, but for today, just so not know that this is a process that you need to follow. All right. I can go on to the next step, and here's where it's going to ask you to top up your e-wallet. To begin with, to begin your e-wallet funding, I advise that you only add in about 10 riyals or $10 to begin the process. Do not add more than that. Just keep this to a small amount to test that the credit card is accepting the money and is allowing the transfer to go forward, and add it to your e-wallet. This is only a test that I want you to perform. And if you choose a bank transfer, then it follows you through the step of showing you the bank name, SWIFT code, IBAN, and beneficiary bank address, and all that needs to happen as you get through the transfer of the method. I advise that use this for the small amount, and we will guide you. And when the right time comes, we will tell you when to fully fund this. And without doing this step, you of course cannot buy the packages. So of course you have to activate the e-wallet and also fully fund that e-wallet when the time of purchasing the packages come. But for now, it is only a small amount. It's only a test. Okay. And so you will be able to see this as to what you have funded in your e-wallet, and this is only visible to you and only from your account as a primary bank, as a primary account holder. You will be able to see the amount that is funded, and you will see in the screen that I'm showing you in here the e-wallet value. It is going to show you in the Saudi riyals from the dashboard, and there you will see the preferred category that you selected, that is today showing you as standard in my screen, and with the e-wallet value showing in the Saudi riyals. When you click on the view e-wallet, it's going to take you to the details page. In here you can see all the transaction history of the e-wallet, and this is going to tell you what all how you have been funding your e-wallet. There is option to withdraw. There is also option to top up. Whenever you want, you can go back and verify these details. For all the reasons, it's a very secure way of keeping the funds in here. And I have not seen any kind of issues with the e-wallet having some kind of scam or anything there. Of course, as long as you are keeping these login credentials to you, these are all some things that you want to make note of. We will talk about some of these transactions and how these transactions are going to be impacting your funding, the withdrawal, and all that in upcoming sessions. But for today, just so you know that this is the way to view your e-wallet. As I said, refunds can also be asked for, but this is not for today. But just be aware, yes, there is a process for refunds, and there is some transaction fees that's also going to be asked for, and that's just for your information. Today is listed up as the means of withdrawal available through the screen as well. Now, I want to transition into the packages and categories. As you start to prepare, it's important for you to learn what are these different packages and categories. This is where it becomes important for you to get the education and knowledge right now before the actual package are going to be published. There are packages that differ from each other depending on the services they include. With the a desire to facilitate this process of comparing and choosing the packages for all the pilgrims coming from different countries, different expectations. There are standardized package categories that have been designed to provide multiple options that suits the diverse preferences of the pilgrims in terms of the service levels and the prices. So this is what is drives the different packages that you want to right now start exploring and understanding those packages. What makes them different, right? The most of the packages are all inclusive packages. They provide all the essential services, and that's a criteria that has been set by the ministry, right? All pilgrims throughout their Hajj journey to ensure that it is seamless and smooth experience. Those services will include visa issuances, the flights, accommodations in Mecca and Medina, catering, transportation between the cities, the Majar services in Mina, and guidance. That's the baseline. Every service provider, every package will have this. There is going to be variance, and we'll talk about that one. Just so you know, this is all going to be inclusive in all the packages that you are going to be seeing from the Nusuk Hajj. Now, here's the differences that starts coming in. Packages can be shifting and non-shifting. A shifting package is the one which provides the pilgrims with accommodations that is located in close proximity to the Mina site, in close to like a place called Azizia. During the Hajj period, this helps you ensure a comfort in accommodation because it gives you easy of access to your belonging. But some additional packages, they also offer this as a second accommodation in Mecca before or after the Hajj period. Typically, as I said, these accommodations are located very close to Masjid al-Haram, ensuring a convenient access for regular prayers. However, it is not really in walkable distance. So these shifting packages will have accommodations which is in between Mina site and the Masjid al-Haram. So during the Hajj period, you either will be in the shifting of Mina package in the Makkah accommodation before or after the Hajj period. So just so you know that this is the shifting package. As for non-shifting, is where you will be always in a single accommodation throughout your stay in Mecca, both and after the Hajj rituals have been completed in Mina during the Mina period. This helps you with the level of convenience to ensure that you don't have to relocate your baggages, your belongings during the time of the Mina period. So you are all the time in one hotel from the time you come into Mecca to the time of your departure, and also gives you a convenience to do the Tawaful Hajj. When the Tawaful Hajj comes, you can go in and finish, and then get access to your belongings, and you don't have to move your belongings from one location to the other location. So that's the key difference between the shifting and non-shifting package. Just be aware that you will see this in all the packages with that kind of situation. Now, there are different classifications of the accommodations, and these includes like five-star hotels providing the highest level of luxury and comfort. There are four-star hotels that balance between luxury and practically. There are also three-star hotels which are kind of like residential buildings that offer essential services during their pilgrim stay. Those are suited for those seeking a more extended and relatively affordable experience. The Mecca accommodations, there you have the packages, once again, as I said, differing either with a single accommodation in Mecca or both, just like the non shifting. So the single accommodation is non shifting, and a shifting one is where you have the multiple accommodations before or after the Hajj period. So these accommodation classifications can also derive the price that you're going to pay for the Hajj package. The package duration is the other one that is going to drive the package price. This goes from 6 days of stay, includes the 6 days of stay in the Majar packages. Then you have the 10 days for non shifting, 14 days, 21 days, and different service providers offer different lengths of extended stays for their packages with the option for the pilgrims that cater to their preferences. So make note that this can also derive the package price. Now, the categories, as I mentioned before, there are six distinct categories for pilgrims to choose from that addresses these diverse needs and enhances their overall experience. The standard, premium, and luxury. Now, the standard with the least, and the premium kind of at the middle tier, and then the luxury being the one which is at the top of the package, suit. Now, the standard and premium normally comes with the Majar, with the Al Muasim camp. Some service provider offer Majar al-Kabs in the premium. However, the luxury is for most part it is going to be in the Majar al-Kabs camp. One thing, the top three are all non-shifting packages. The bottom three is where the shifting packages are all about. You can see those packages listed out with the type of hotels, the number of days that you are going to be staying, the camp that you are going to be in, and the type of the building that is going to be in either in Mecca or Medina. So each of these play cards that you are seeing in here defines the categories of the packages that you want to buy when the sale happens. It is important that you know and prepare for these type of packages and keep this in your mind when making the selection of the packages. This the proximity to the Masjid al-Haram, and all of these is defined in these four different categories or zones that are listed in here. Zone A is the one which is closest to the Masjid al-Haram, which is usually kind of overlooking the courtyard of the Masjid al-Haram. Easy access within the walkable distance to the pilgrims. That's where the hotels is going to be located. Most of the clock tower, as you know, is where you are going to find these hotels in the Zone A area. Zone B is just around the periphery of the Zone A, providing again an access, easy access. It's slightly, away from the Masjid al-Haram, but I would still, call that as walkable. Certain, hotels offer shuttle services, and you can avail those as well. But again, Zone B is also pretty walkable distance. Zone 3 is further away, though it is not within the walkable distance from Masjid al Haram or the Mina side, which you can see on the top right in the white area. That's the Mina side, and the white side, the smaller one, is where Masjid al Haram is located. That's further away. However, as I said, some of the service providers offer shuttle services to the Masjid al Haram during the prayer times. If you don't have that, you will have to be opting for taxis to go in back and forth from the accommodation to the Masjid al Haram. Zone M is where it is located close to the Mina site. This is further away from the Masjid al Haram, however very close to the Mashair sites, which is the Mina camps. Gives you option to go in and back and forth between your Mina camps as well as to the accommodations. However, this is further away from Masjid al Haram. The packages that offer zone A, B, C, and M varies in the prices depending on one of these criterias that is preferred by you for depending on where you want to be within the proximity of the Masjid al Haram. The next thing I want to talk about is the Mina camps. Very important. Choosing the right Mina camp is essential for this during your stay in Mina to ensure your Hajj experience meets your preferences and objectives. There are two camps that I want to talk about: Majar al-Kabs camp and the Al-Muasim camp. The Majar al-Kabs is one which is most of the time catered through the luxury packages. This camp is the closest proximity to the Jamarat Bridge, which I call it as a stone's throw away, walkable distance, just about 300 to 700 meters away. This is the most advantageous locations facility that is easy for the rituals of pelting the Jamarat, allowing the Hujjaj to perform the ritual with ease and convenience. This has also a very limited capacity, around 5,000 pilgrims. This camp promises the highest level of service, ensuring a comfortable and meaningful stay in Mina. This camp is in high demand, and it's like, sells very quickly when the package sale starts. The next one is the Al Muasim camp. This is the camp which is the furthermost away. This is the camp for the European and the North American people. Anybody who is coming from Europe and North America will be accommodated in this camp. If not for Majal Cups that the package had, then you will be in the Al Muasim camp. One thing is this is further away from the Jamrat Bridge. This is about 4 kilometers, about close to 2.5 to 3 miles. However, with all the necessary comforts that you expect to have in a Mina camp, it is there to ensure that all the Hujjaj have the convenient stay there. However, it is really far, and then there are a lot more people as compared to the Majar al-Kabs. The packages, depending on where the camp is, what camp is there, also has the price varying for the time of your stay. The next one is the room type. The room type also comes in four different categories. A single room type, which seldom is not used, very rarely offered by service provider. But if you are single and you want to have a single room, so you have that option. The next is the double bed. It is a sharing, but if you are husband and wife, you are in the same application, then you can be together. If you are traveling with your mother or your sister, then you can be staying in the same room, sharing the same double bed. If you are choosing a triple bed, if you are a family of three people, then of course you can be in the triple bed and opt for the triple bed. And if you are single but you are traveling by yourself, if you are a sister or a brother, you will be sharing the quad rooms with other brother or other sisters, depending on a sister having sharing with the sisters and a brother sharing with the room with the brothers. So the room type also defines and derives the prices that you are going to be paying for the packages. Important to note that if you are a family and want to be together, you want to make sure that you are buying the package either as a double bedroom or a shared bedroom. And if you are a family of four, of course, you can choose the quad bedroom as an option. I want to quickly move through the transportation of the sites. This is offered from, again, the service provider. You will be provided with options to choose from these four different options. Of course, airplane is the option that you will be using for the flights to come into the kingdom. As for the Harmain train, it is the choice that you can do to travel from Jeddah to Medina or from Medina to Mecca. As for the shuttle bus, this is once again the case if you have to use from your Jeddah arrival to Mecca or to Medina, and back again from Medina to Mecca, and likewise from Medina to Mecca. You can also use the private car services that can be availed when you make the reservation. Please note, I strongly not recommend Harmain train because of a lot of issues that happened last time around. I would advise to stay with the shuttle bus and the private car services offered by the service providers. And the next part is selection of the packages. We will talk more about this in the interest of the time. I'm going to quickly go through these, that you will have the option of choosing the packages when the packages get published. There you will be choosing the packages to choose based on the various criteria that we talked about, and make a choice on the prices that is displayed. Most of the packages displayed are going to show the prices, which does not include the flight prices, and it is going to be listed as Saudi Riyals. So make a note of this one. That's the next step that you will all be doing, and those packages will show you the package images with the overview, the residencies, the accommodation where you will be staying, the Mashayar camps where you will be staying, the transportation, the service the package services that comes along with this, all those are going to be listed. Take time to study this, seek advice from groups like us to understand what those packages are and if it meets your comfort and as your requirements. So that's important, I would advise, and we will definitely be walking you through these in the coming sessions, inshallah. So you will see as the packages go through this, you will go on to review this. The accommodations is going to be listed out. As I said, the beds selection will be made in here for Mecca and Medina stay, and you will be then going on to finally purchase based on the final price that is going to be listed out. That's going to be the price that you will be paying for that particular package. All of this to follow through in our next sessions. But I do want to touch you as to what do you expect the prices to be looking like in 2026. Dur Hajj packages is which we support. We expect that the standard to be starting somewhere close to USD 10,700. The premium, kind of a middle tier one, ranging from 11,900 to somewhere about 13,000. That's where we expect those to be. The luxury could be falling about anywhere about 14,000 USD. All of these packages include hotel accommodations in Mecca and Medina, Mina camps, Al Muasim, Al Majar Cups, depending on the type of package. Flights from major gateways in US, UK, Canada, France, Germany, etc., will be offered. Visa processing and issuance will be taken care of. And of course, these have half board meals, which means you will have a breakfast and dinner in Medina and Mecca accommodations, and a full board meals in your stay during the Mina camps in the Majar sites. The ground transportations will be offered, and there will be Ziara tours offered in Medina. Of course, this is all going to be cover your medical insurance. This is just to give a idea as to what those package prices could be looking like. And here you can see from the past years as to what those prices have been in Saudi riyals. And this could translate into pretty much the same in your local currencies. This does not include the flight prices. I just wanted to give you as to how those looks like. And we will be sharing all the information as and when the packages gets finalized and offer you insights much before the packages gets published. I do want to take you in case if you have forgotten the password, you can use the forgot password link and then be able to retrieve the password. Just for an information, I wanted to see if I can go in here. And of course, that brings me to the, if you are looking for any assistance with the Nusuk account creation and application, we do offer administrative assistance for Nusuk Hajj website to create your Nusuk account, upload documents, and to submit your applications. We also assist with e-wallet top-up, package configuration, and package purchase. Please scan the QR code in here and set up time with us. We will be glad to help you through this process of the Nusuk application. The next step I want to take you through is what does the timeline look like? And that is what we understand for the 2026. This is where the right now the Nusuk registration is open. You can create your account. You can complete your application. With the verification process, we expect that to commence sometime in November, and it's going to go all the way until Jan, which is going to be the Rajab and Shaban months of the Islamic calendar. And you can be able to select the preferred category sometime in mid-November to early December, and top up the e-wallet sometime in December, and be able to provide the service provider, browse the service provider sometime in December and January. All from January onwards, and at the end of December, we expect the packages to be available, and we expect the whole package of booking the package to be completed in the beginning of, at the beginning of Shaban, or sorry, in the middle of Shaban and the beginning of Ramadan. Everything should be completed. We expect that this will be going very fast, so I want you to all be prepared and take a note of this. As and when we get the details, we will be sharing with you all on our regular webinars that we are going to be having. Finally, we will be there to help you, assist you as our groups are formed, as the packages are confirmed. We will have our Hajj preparation seminars, and we will also be following through with your visa and flight tickets, all through assisting you during the Hajj pilgrimage itself, inshallah. All right, brothers and sisters, I know I'm just about over time now. And here are some frequently asked questions. If you have any questions on these, please see those in my FAQs listed in here. And I do want to open up this channel for if you have any questions. I do have some other communication method. If you have any questions about registration, who do I contact? Here is our group specialist right now on my screen. If you want to go ahead and then ask any of these, please make a note of these and scan the QR code on our screen and follow us on our WhatsApp group. You can follow these three easy steps to go in and register with ArRahman Guest Travels, join our WhatsApp group, and if you have not done so, start by registering on hajj.nusuk.sa so that you are ready to go on the journey of Hajj. That's all I had. I went through very quickly in the interest of the time. But we, inshallah, we'll be having many more repetitive sessions to educate you, create awareness, and to prepare you for the Hajj 2026 season. If any of your community needs help, reach out to me. I will be glad to set up other sessions for you and your communities so that we can, have more and more people going into Hajj, inshallah, from our group and from anywhere in the world, inshallah. That's all I had for today, brothers and sisters. I am now going to open up this forum. If there are any questions, my brother and my colleague is in here, Farhan. He's going to be looking into those questions and see if there is anything that we can answer at this point of time.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك